culture and the education. However, what was so shocking, I was getting it from non-Haitian too. I'm like, wait a minute, but you've been here, you could write me emails. How come you don't know that you can't email me with two council members? So the expectation of a mayor, I think in terms of, they probably see us as a strong mayor versus a weak mayor in terms of that. Like they think that we could veto, we have some powers that we really don't have. They just create powers. The rest and say, you're the mayor, you're supposed to know it. And we don't know. And they think that we know more than we do know. But it is what it is. It's something that we constantly have to deal with. But it's a little bit more with the Haitian community, but it's all over the community. And I think, Howard, I think you would say you have a lot of your residents who are educated, but they still ask you questions. You'd be like, this, it happens.
I have less than 5 minutes, so I got room for about, no? Can I take one? No? Well, one question. One question.
Thank you so much. Vice Mayor Christina from the city of Chandler in Arizona. I know
Well, yes. Well, Vice Mayor Ellis, first and foremost, we didn't get asked the question. however, however, economic development is important to us, but not all of us are. It's not one of my forte because I'm an educator, so I'm not going to sit here and because I have to deal with it because it is what it is. But we do so well with it because of our CRA. So we are one of the few cities who have been increasing businesses, new businesses coming into the city, and we have been able to support them through the CRA, giving them different incentives, different grants, and different things. So yes, economic development and business retention and creating new programs for business, that kind of led into a program that I created where we knew that there was some issues with restaurants in our community because they're not up to standards, and North Miami is the founding ground for some of them. But I went and hired a consultant. This was a couple years ago, and we started a pilot where they assessed some restaurants within the community. But part of the challenge that they got, once they got to the restaurant owner, a lot of them did not want to disclose some of the stuff, the ways they do businesses, and that has a lot to do with, and the reason I started that program is because after COVID, we knew that we had some issues in North Miami. We were running into, and most of these were Haitian American businesses, and I see Annabo and Cass in the back. We had businesses who did not have their license up to date. They could not get the resources that we had for COVID because they were not registered. So we knew that that's something that we needed to change, and then we wanted to do, and I'm gonna actually go back and talk to Commissioner Marlene Bassin about how we could partner going into this business retention to get with these businesses to see what we could do to market, to give them enough business thing to make them thrive and make them better, because it doesn't make no sense. You walk into a restaurant, you take 20 minutes, and they don't care about you in the back. They're just doing their thing. They're lucky that you have to say you lucky you just came to them instead of them saying thank you. It's a culture, it's something that we got to change, and we just have to do what we do to make sure businesses are more prosperous.
I'll be real quick because I know the chair's cutting red tape, and I'm just saying just administrative costs and just the gateway to really being for developers or business owners to really engage with the community, being proactive with working on our infrastructure, and last but not least, stability. And a lot of people that want to do business with cities don't want to deal with cities that are problematic or chaotic. They're looking for stability, and we have a new commission. That's something that I'm promoting in this capacity as mayor, because North Miami Beach has been in the news for a long time now. But I'm looking forward for it to be on the news for very positive and very proactive things. And that's what I'm hopeful for that, and looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right. Give them a round of applause. Want to thank our great moderator, Andre Pierre. Can I? May I? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. We'd like to give Andre Pierre, our great moderator, a round of applause. Our Haitian mayors, a round of applause. Thank you, Alex Zezume, my colleague, Mayor Michael Joseph, thank you for being here. We're running behind, but please, I want to thank each and every one of you. I hope that you have been enjoying the sessions so far. If you've been enjoying the session, let me hear some noise. Let me hear you clap. Thank you. So this is actually, we're running late, but this is our opening session. Bonjour tout le monde. Et créole moi un petit peu court, mais merci parce que nous là. Et welcome aboard to NHAEON's 16th annual conference. But I will continue my remarks in English. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to NHAEON's 16th Leadership Conference or Summit. It is a true honor to gather with you today under the powerful theme of Hope to Action, amplifying Haitian American voices. This gathering stands as a testament of our commitment to empowerment, advocacy, and collaboration in pursuit of justice and progress for the Haitian American community and beyond. As we convene in this space, we recognize the richness of Haitian heritage and the tapestry of woven of resilience, creativity, and unwavering spirit of hope. Today, we are not here to celebrate this inheritance, but to amplify the voices that often go unheard, to transparent form hope into tangible action. We find ourselves in a pitiful moment where the conversation we initiate and the action we take can redefine the narrative and generations to come. Our goal this weekend is to highlight the powerful stories and diverse experience within our community, fostering dialogue that inspires actionable solution for the challenges we face, for social justice, empowerment, for cultural representation, community resilience. We will implore how we can come together to turn our shared hopes into a concrete action that uplifts and inspires. I encourage you to engage deeply, to listen wholeheartedly, and share your insight throughout our session. The summit is not just an event. It is an opportunity to forge alliance, collaborate, and innovate solutions, and ensure that the Haitian American voices are heard loud and clear. As we embark on this journey together, let us remember that hope is the seed of change. And with your collective effort, we can nurture that seed into flourishing reality. Thank you for your presence, participation, and let's turn hope to action. But as you see this beautiful program happening here, I have to tell you that we could not do it without our sponsors. So I want to take out the time to recognize our sponsors. So our platinum sponsor, one of them is Prestige Estate, Magellan Housing, our very own member, Commissioner Marlene Bastien. At a gold level, we have Take Capital, FPL, Southern Group, the City of North Miami, Story Solution, and We Strategize. At a bronze level, we have Coastal Management, Councilman Pierre Franchal, Dr. Rudy Moïse, a Saint-Fort Funeral Home, Becker and Polikoff, Aetna. And then we have our table sponsors, Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy, Dr. Smith, our former mayor, our city manager, City of North Miami Beach, our Florida strategic partners, Andre Pierre and Elby Dorval, the Florida Leagues of Cities, Beacon Council, and the Honorable Jean Monestine. So these are the people that have been able, and there are more coming, that have been able to facilitate us into having this conference. So, but chair of the National Haitian American Elected Officials Network. Marie Woodson is the chair of this beautiful leadership summit. She is the state representative of our dear state. And without further ado, I will bring Marie Woodson, which will then introduce the mayor of the city of Aventura.
Thank you again, Madam Chairwoman. And thank you for all that you are doing in order to make sure that this conference moves along as well as it should. Again, everybody knows me. I'm not going to keep you long. I introduced myself this morning. I am Marie Woodson, State Representative for House District 105, Chairwoman of this conference as well. So I am not going to keep you long. I think the Chairwoman said it all. But again, I welcome you to this conference. I hope you can make the best out of this conference when you leave here. As you see, the title is Hope to Action. So we are not going to keep on talking, but we will take some actions in order for our Haitian community to prosper. So without any further ado, I would like to take a few seconds to introduce the man whose cities we are in right now. And it is a beautiful city. I used to live in actually right across from here before I moved to Broward County, moved to Hollywood. But we can see that the city of Aventura is a city on the move, right, Mayor? It's a city on the move. It is a beautiful city, and we are so pleased that we were able to take this conference to the beautiful city of Aventura, where we have a mayor who is doing an amazing job, and it's Mayor Howard Feinberg, right? Feinberg. Put your hands together for the mayor. Come on, Mr. Mayor, come on. All right, y'all can do better than that. It's a lot of mayors in the room, but we are pleased to be here with you, and we thank you for what you're doing for the city of Aventura. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I've seen some microphone problems, so tell me if it's working or not. Okay, couple things. First, welcome. Welcome to Aventura, the City of Excellence. We are on the move. We are the City of Excellence, and I got to correct something that was said. It's true, our tax millage rate, 1.72. We're the lowest in South Florida. We're very proud of it. When you see Doral, and I don't think they're in the House, but I always like to call them out because what they did is we're 1.72, so they went to 1.70. But they've got a second payment. They've got a debt service that puts them over 2. Now, come on now, Doral. We're number 1. Don't challenge us. So, you know, we're a city that, it's true, we're a new city. This year, 2025, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary. Aventura is 30 years old. It does make certain things easier in terms of budgeting and long-term pensions and things like that, okay? We started fresh only 30 years ago. And also, we've been fortunate with very, very, very dedicated public servants. I'm only the 5th mayor in the history of the city. I want to encourage you, I want to encourage you to go across the street to the greatest mall in the United States of America. And when you're there, you will realize it's one of the advantages we have in terms of our millage rate. Okay, it's a cash cow economically. It drives our community. And I want you to know, this is my favorite trivia. In the state of Florida, outside of Orlando in the theme park, so just take Orlando out for a second. In the state of Florida, the Aventura Mall is the #1 most visited site in the state of Florida. Right here. 30 million visitors a year. 30 million. Okay? One message I want to impart on you is that we are all in this together, okay? I was the vice mayor of Surfside before I moved to Aventura. So I've been in the neighborhood. I'm familiar with the cities. And I have to tell you that Obviously, we're a predominantly Jewish community. We have residents from all over the world. A high percentage of them are Jewish. There is an inextricable bond between Haiti and Israel, and between Haitian Americans and Jewish Americans. I want to tell you, and I actually get goosebumps when I talk about it. This is 100% from the heart. This morning, before I came here, I spoke at the Aventura Tunbridge Jewish Center because today is Holocaust Remembrance Day. And every year our students walk from the high school to the temple, and they listen to a Holocaust survivor speak. That's happening now. There's fewer and fewer Holocaust survivors every year, obviously. So I mentioned something when I spoke this morning, and I want to mention it again. I said, I'm heading over to speak to a group of Haitian American elected officials. And one of them I want to tell you about because he's a very good friend of mine, Mayor Alex. When October 7th happened, we jumped into action, we held a rally, but a lot of cities did the opposite. A lot of cities condemned Israel, a lot of cities blamed the victim, a lot of cities said that the Jews have no right to defend themselves. Mayor Alex went to Israel. Mayor Alex wears the dog tags. And Mayor Alex, and I asked him, why? Why do you make sure that your city, with such a large percentage of Haitian Americans, why? And he said, every single time there's a natural disaster in Haiti, who do you think comes first and saves lives while people are still alive, trapped? It's the Israelis. It's the Israeli rescue teams are on the ground first. And as Alex reminded me, when the time came to vote on the statehood, the state of Israel, 1948, who do you think cast the vote that made the difference? We are all in this together, ladies and gentlemen. And I am so proud that you are here in Aventura. And by the way, you are always welcome in Aventura. He knows how to reach me. I thank you. I hope you have the best conference you've ever had. I hope you learn a lot. And if there's anything you need from the city of Aventura, you know you got it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mayor. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Let's give him a round of applause again. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. So for the last 3 years, one thing that I can say as an organization we've been proud of making sure that we empower our young people, our young Haitian American leaders. And so this is the second year that the next voice that you will hear will be our Youth Caucus Chair. And her name is Princess Charles, if you would come up. But while that, I'd like to recognize our Education Committee. And we have one of our members here, Jude Laudet, if you would stand up and be recognized. He's the co-chair, and he works well with the Youth Caucus, so thank you for your service.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Thank you, Chair, for introducing me just now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So, once again, don't worry, we're gonna eat soon. Once again, my name is Princess Julie Charles. I have the honor of serving as the National Haitian American Elected Officials Network Youth Caucus Chair. This is the second time where we have a caucus a part of the conference, and I must say that I have never been so proud to accept this challenge and this position. One thing that I will always remember is the fact that as a child, my mom always brought me to all of the Haitian-based conferences. And I give my credit to Surge of the National Advancement of Haitian Professionals, NHAEON, sorry if I butchered it. And I saw that there was a lack of presence with the youth. I'm surrounded by all of my aunties and all of my uncles, but where's the kids my age? When do we have a say at the table? When do we even create a seat at the table. So I'm so honored to have you all here. I know that there is a lack of awareness of the Youth Caucus. Basically, this is established to make sure that we bridge the gap, that we hear the cries of the youth. One of the things that I brought up in front of Congress as of last year was that I hear us talking about money in Haiti, I hear us talking about the businesses, but we're not talking about the youth who's being impacted by the poor state of Haiti. The youth that is being recruited to be a part of these gangs and all of these things that are happening. What pipeline programs do we have out there for them? What education programs are we promoting for them? What Haiti are we leaving for them to have in the future? So I'm honored to be here. I'm gonna do it scared. I'm gonna do it when there's one person in the room. I'm gonna do it when there's no support for the sake of tomorrow. Thank you all for everything. I love you, Uncle.
Thank you. All right, y'all can do better than that. Come on, give her a better round of applause. That's right. Thank you so much, Princess, for doing such a fantastic job with the Youth Caucus. All right. No. I see some people leaving. Do not leave. Do not leave. You, all right? I think that's your staff commissioner. She's leaving. I thought it was somebody else. All right. I've been asked right now to introduce someone to you, a sister, a friend, someone who is not a stranger in the Haitian community, as you all know. Marlene Bastien, Commissioner for District 2. As you all know, she has been around since we were what? Right, 21, 22. Actually, we were about 21, 22. One of us is 1 year older. I'm not saying who, you know, I'm not saying who. But we met at Miami-Dade when we were very young, and this person has been so dear to me because I know she's someone that I can always count on. Someone that we can talk, we can fight, we can argue, we can agree to disagree, but one thing you can never take away from her is the hard work that she puts in for this community. No one can take that away from her. And because I could go on and on and on about her, but you know we are ready to eat, and I know you're all hungry. But she's about to take you for a treat. And I love saying Commissioner for District 2. Put your hands together for the one and only Marlene Bastien. Come on, give it up to her. Come on. All right. So the floor is all yours, Madam Commissioner.
Yes. Come on, give it up for State Representative Mary Woodson. I call her my deputy, and she calls me Madam Commissioner. And you heard her. We've been friends for so many, many years. And then, as all of you know, it is good to have good friends that you can rely on in good times and in bad times. Li bon pour gen zami ou ka reposer sous li nan bon temps tant ou nan mauvais temps. I'd like to start by sharing greetings from Miami-Dade County. You heard the Miami-Dade County Mayor earlier, the first female mayor. As you know, we have a new chair at the county, Chairman Anthony Rodriguez, a new vice chair, who many of you know, Kioni McGee. So I bring you greetings from Miami-Dade County. I'd like to also say kudos to the chair of the conference, Mary Woodson. Yes. NHAEON's chair, Vice Mayor Marie-Estime Irvin, because putting such a conference together is not easy. It's not easy. So you'll agree with me, and I'd like you to put your hands together that they've had a good start so far. I also would like to greet every elected official in this room who came from all around not the global diaspora, the national diaspora, to Florida. This is their second time in Florida. So I'd like to really commend you, those of you who came and busy. I'd like to commend you for that. So I'm very happy that you came to sit with NHAEON to discuss issues of importance. Now, I'm going to discuss something with you. I have a presentation to make. And then for the sake of time, I don't like to read my remarks, but for the sake of time, I'm going to be reading my remarks. But first, I wanted to put my remarks in a contextual framework. My dear friends, for the past few months, especially since the last election, brothers and sisters, Haitians, Guatemalans, Venezuelans, refugees and immigrants from all walks of life, but especially our Haitian brothers and sisters. They stopped me at Walmart, they stopped me everywhere. Tout côté où je campé pour dire, commissionnaire, qui ça n'a fait? Qui ça n'a fait, commissionnaire? Si on déporte nos cognac là, qui ça n'a fait? Non, c'est mon Biden, qui ça n'a fait? Nous avons TPS depuis 1988, qui ça n'a fait? Si on déporte nos là en Haïti, qui ça n'a fait? That is why I had the idea to make this presentation. And then, this morning on my way here, I realized that they weren't overreacting. You're pas exagéré. Because you know what I heard earlier? I heard that the Trump administration sent a memo that I'm going to share with you later to advise DHS to pick up the Biden folks. Nous connaissons ça? Son nouvelle qui fait sorti là. Ça veut dire, peur moi te gagne, hein? L'irréel. The fear that I have is real. So I said to myself before I read the short remarks, how can we change the situation for our people, our brothers and sisters, who are being traumatized, who are being abused everywhere they go? Tout côté au passé à abuser. Qui ça nous a fait pour nous aider? And I realized that we cannot continue to do the same thing after 200 years and expecting different results. Est-ce que nous sommes d'accord avec moi? I'm going to read these remarks to you, and I'm going to make a quick conclusion. How we need to change course. Not only me, but we need to change course to address the root causes of migration. Because over the past 200 years, we've been trying. But for the most part, we realize that our efforts have not generated the results that we want. And it's about Haiti because, the reason why our brothers and sisters are coming here is because they cannot make a living in their homeland. Yes or no? Haiti, our motherland, is enduring one of the darkest chapters in its history. The hearts of our brothers and sisters who remain in the homeland, as well as those in the diaspora, are heavy and numbed by the daily scenes of misfortune, misery, senseless violence, and sociopolitical chaos that plagued the world's first independent republic. The future is more than uncertain for millions of young people and adults who at great risk seek refuge in more merciful climates. A realistic assessment of the situation quickly leads to the conclusion that glimmers of hope seem distant on the horizon as viable prospects and alternatives fade into obscurity. This stark reality demands a sobering examination of the multifaceted crisis engulfing Haiti. Let's get a glimpse of the challenges facing our nation, because that's where we need to start. The devastating impact of gang violence, systemic corruption, and the pervasive impact of poverty and inequality, while acknowledging the role of foreign interference in this unfolding tragedy. Gang violence, a reign of terror. Un régime latéral. Gangs now control vast swaths of the country, holding entire communities hostage. Since 2024, in 2024 rather, 5,600 people, and most people believe that this is an understatement, killed by gang violence. Imagine living in a country where life expectancy is a day renewable. Imagine that. Ou gen al dormi là, ou pa kon so ap lever demain. Et m'gen deux cousins moi, yon 28, yon 23, kal dormi après le travail, yal dormi et puis nan demain hacked to death. Et ça pire là, like for many of them, their family cannot pick them up to give them a proper burial. You pa ka enterrer yo. This violence has created a massive humanitarian crisis with over 1.6 million people internally displaced and facing dire conditions, displaced inside of Haiti. Today, at least 4.4 million Haitians don't have enough food. Hospitals, they are forced to consider shutdowns due to scarcity of fuel and security and daily kidnapping, daily collective rapes, including the rapes of girls as young as 5 years old. There is no security. The Haitian National Police are severely underfunded and understaffed, and they are struggling. They are struggling to maintain order to protect the citizens. The deployment of Kenyan military contingent, while intended to assist the Haitian National Police, has not proven effective. Observation, many have noted that the Kenyan forces appear more focused on their own security and logistical needs than on actively combating crime. Case in point, since they've been deployed, the crime has intensified. And then that's what's happening. Beyond the killings, the impact has created a wave of deaths, massacres, gangs engaged in widespread kidnappings, extortion, sexual violence, psychological scars on the entire population. The trauma, and then I know, Marjorie, you know what I'm talking about, the trauma experienced by survivors, the entire nation. Decades of corruption have permeated every level of Haitian society, from government officials to the judiciary. The consequences, this pervasive corruption, like a cancer, has crippled essential services, diverted vital resources, and fueled the very instability that plagues the nation. Imagine the impact of hospitals lacking basic supplies, even gloves, while millions are being embezzled by those elected to protect and serve the population. The lack of accountability for corrupt officials has created a culture of impunity. Y a volé, et puis pas rien qui rive yo. Yo là, y a marché parmi nous. This reinforces a sense of injustice and undermines the very foundations of a just society. This systemic corruption has eroded public trust in all institutions, leaving the Haitian people feeling abandoned and hopeless. C'est ça que fait yal prend calotte, coup de pied, bâton dans la République dominicaine qui trouvait qu'on y a déporté, le président Abinader pour mettre pour le déporter 10 000 par semaine et l'IFEL. Et puis qu'on y a là, now, because of the daily deportations from the Dominican Republic, you have thousands and thousands of people dumped in Cap Haïtien with nowhere to go, nowhere to live, no food to eat. I'm going to try to finish quick, guys, but this is important. The lack of economic opportunities coupled with high unemployment rates force many Haitians to seek perilous and often exploitative means of survival. The lack of civic engagement and distrust in our capacity at changing this country through political combat, the constant threat of violence, coupled with decades of corruption, have turned Haiti into a living hell. Haïti, son l'enfer pour peuple. You have a country at war with itself, where the residents don't know where to go, where to turn, where little girls are not in school because of fear of being kidnapped and gang raped. Neo-colonialism. Foreign actors, particularly through the entities like the core group, continue to exert significant influence over Haitian affairs, hindering the genuine sovereignty and self-determination. The core group, comprised of ambassadors from several countries, has historically played a prominent role in Haitian political affairs, often shaping key decisions and influencing the selections of leaders. This level of external influence can undermine and has undermined the democratic process in Haiti because no nation, my friends, can thrive under constant meddling and interference. A call to action. We've realized, I've been thinking about it, and I've heard from some of you around the nation, we've been consulting around the US with long-term advocates and leaders, and then we agree that the traditional approaches to address Haiti's challenge have not worked. Do you agree they have not worked? They are often characterized by foreign-led interventions and top-down solutions that have proven inadequate. We must, I repeat, we must adopt a new paradigm for the future of our nation. We must. The deepening crisis demands bold and radical solutions that go beyond the status quo. It is definitely not intervention, but a Haiti-centered approach. We have to have a Haiti-centered approach. A truly effective approach to address Haiti's challenge must be deeply rooted within the country itself. Ou pas comme un pays, toute décision importante pour pays, c'est l'autre monde qui prend dehors. Yo bois comme président 7. Come on. Haiti's recovery cannot be dictated from abroad. True ones we've been waiting for. The Haitians are the ones we've been waiting for. This necessitates a focus on empowering local actors, fostering self-reliance, and building sustainable systems. And I think I'm going to go to the end, but I will send, and then I hope that we will continue to discuss this in our meetings, because unless we change course, things will continue to deteriorate. This short-sighted approach not only fails to address the root causes of Haiti's problems, but also perpetuates a cycle of dependency. You agree? Instead, international support should focus on empowering Haitian organizations, fostering partnerships, and prioritize local expertise. By embracing a truly Haitian-centered approach, we can empower communities, build resiliency, and ultimately pave the way for a more just and equitable future. And I'm going to read the points instead of reading the whole thing. We need to invest in the Haitian-led initiatives. We heard that. We agree. We need to advocate and fight for Haitian interests. We agree. We need to share knowledge and expertise with those inside, train the trainer. We agree. We need to build bridges between the diaspora and the homeland, fostering connections within the diaspora, facilitating knowledge exchange, and promoting cultural exchange. You agree? We must commit to actively opposing any support from corrupt regimes in Haiti, even when such support may seem to align with our own personal interests. We must engage in critical analysis of proposed solutions, identifying the challenges, any hidden agendas, and that may undermine the Haitian sovereignty, and we must organize and mobilize within the diaspora, building a strong and unified front to advocate for a just and equitable Haiti. To conclude, we need to prioritize a Haitian-driven solutions, support Haitian-driven initiatives for security sector reform, anti-corruption measures, and economic development, and we must challenge our own governments and international institutions to prioritize voices and expertise in all decision-making processes. And lastly, my dear friends, moving forward, whatever we do, let us take it from deep inside, from love, compassion. 1, 2, 1, 2. Love, compassion, empathy, unity, and courage. À partir d'aujourd'hui, toute décision n'a pris pour Haïti, c'est pour le sortir dans base l'amour. L'amour pour faire action en Haïti. La raison que fait pays en Italie, c'est parce que nous avons 1% de la population qui a toutes les ressources et puis il reste 99 là, ils ne sont pas considérés comme moun. So we have to show love and then realize that all the people in Haiti, they are all brothers and sisters. And then if we make decisions from the basis of love, we will bring change. Compassion. The gangs, don't you see them? Little 14-year-old, 12-year-old. Sans sapat. The heavy weapons are coming from here for the most part. Did you see that I passed a resolution to ban the heavy weapons? And you saw when I met with DHS? Yet, they are our brothers and sisters. They've never been in school. They've never had a place to stay, food to eat. Compassion. Empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. Jeff, your father. Put yourself in their shoes. Courage. We have to have the courage to do away with the policies and actions in the past to move forward for a better, resilient, and strong Haiti with love, compassion, empathy, courage, and what was the first one? The last one? And hope. Thank you so much.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Koulian nous pral dans Palmetto 1, 2, 3 upstairs. We will be in Palmetto for lunch 1, 2, 3 upstairs. Our volunteer will show you where to go. Palmetto 1, 2, 3 upstairs. Thank you so much for your time. Amazing job, commissioner. Thank you.